At the Hunn and Steppe Nomad Festival at the MAMUZ Museum in Austria, reenactors, archaeologists and expert craftsmen bring back to life fascinating aspects of late antique and early medieval Western Eurasian steppe nomad culture. While we lack sufficient archaeological material to be able to faithfully reconstruct the full fashion and panoplies of the famous European Huns of the Kingdom of Attila of the 5th century AD, we are in a much better position of knowledge in regards to the Avars of the late 6th to 9th centuries, as well as in regards to Alans, Khazars and Magyars, and even the much earlier Scythians. Thus the festival presents a wide array of reconstructions and cultures. Every group and every crafter invited is of the utmost competence and can generate a very high quality impression of the fashion, equipment and technology of his time period. The setting of the festival is also mesmerizing. Held in the archaeological open-air space of the Castle of Aspan, where historical buildings from the Paleolithic to early medieval times have been meticulously reconstructed. With live music and lectures as well as workshops in all manners of historical crafts, the festival creates a really rounded offer for all historically interested people. Fencing and horse archery demonstrations give a spectacular impression of the prowess of these ancient mounted warriors. With a bit of luck, you will also find some of the late Romans of Flavius Aetius or Flavius Belisarius, who stood sometimes against, and sometimes also with these fierce horse archers and steppe pastoralists. Far too often we look at the interactions between settled and nomadic cultures in tropes of raiding, extraction and irreconcilable civilizational opposition. While some of these tropes have an undeniable and brutally true core, the reality is of course much more nuanced. The exchange between steppe nomadic cultures and settled civilizations, as warlike as it has often been, has also been a most fruitful exchange of technology and knowledge. Stirrups as a game changer in warfare, new armor designs, practical outdoor clothing, new riding techniques, and products and wisdom from otherwise faraway lands were brought via the migrations of steppe pastoralists. However, their inherent lack of own production of primary goods such as iron, bronze, silver and gold in sufficient quantities, paired with their mostly pastoral goods that had much more value for them than for their settled trade partners, meant that they were often compelled and almost forced into exploitative raids in order to service their hierarchical social structures. The settled world's millennia-long ingrained distrust of steppe nomads is to a large degree anchored in this understanding of the inherent dynamic of the steppe, where for millennia survival